What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and if it'll be at Tokyo Game Show. I'll be making quite a few of these videos talking about all sorts of different games and whether they will or will not, at least in my opinion, or should they, I guess, or should they not be at TGS. So I want to start with Final Fantasy. This one, to me, makes a ton of sense to show up in terms of timing and when it would release and additional info. And actually, the time I'm recording this back on Wednesday, obviously this is a few days after, but it actually has gone up for pre-order, at least at Best Buy. Maybe even by the time we are seeing this video, you guys are seeing it. Maybe it's up for pre-order in more places, but clearly something's kind of happening, behind the scenes. In terms of when it's releasing, right, we know early 2024. I think this is the time. We can't really rely on a Sony, maybe eventually a PlayStation Showcase or a State of Play, and maybe Final Fantasy VII is there, but for now, I think this makes so much sense to show gameplay, show another trailer, whatever you're going to do. That part doesn't even really matter to me all that much. I'm sure the game will be really good, and it's already looking fantastic from what we have, and then giving a date. That's why I think it makes the most sense. You have games like Stellar Blade, but that game could be delayed till God knows when. You have Kingdom Hearts and Persona, and we'll be making videos on some of these games over the coming days, and they make a little bit of sense, and boy, I would love to see actually all of them. If we could have a clean sweep of Persona and Stellar Blade and all these games at TGS, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But in terms of games that are coming soon, in terms of games that are actually reliably coming soon, right? Kingdom Hearts 4, you got no idea. Stellar Blade, you have no idea. Persona, you have no idea. Final Fantasy, January, February, March. They love to put out games in January. Kingdom Hearts 3 did that. You look at even Kingdom Hearts, I guess Remind was in February. A little bit later on, they did Final Fantasy VII Remake back in 2020. So they like that spring, guess late winter time. That's kind of their sweet spot, in terms of Square Enix. So I do think this game probably is like a February, March game. And because of that, giving the date, 6 months out? I mean, actually, it'd be maybe a little bit less than 6 months. If it came out in January, it'd be way less than 6 months. So I think this is the right time. I think you start showing some gameplay, some of the evolutions from the one game to the next at TGS, and you give a date as kind of the big thing. So I'm going to go with yes in terms of prediction. I do think this game is going to be there. I think it's the most reliable game that could appear there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If something happens, I'll be sure to cover it. I'll be covering Rebirth a ton leading into its release, and I hope to see you guys there.